Check the vibe. Welcome to Easy Weekend.
It's Easy Weekends.
Cats can't see me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're back at it again. It's a sit-down. It's your guy, EmEz. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, this evening, or whenever you decide to watch this video. It's a friend of the room, a friend of the show. We call her SigDaTrig. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I need you to speak a little bit more.
I'm fine.
Good.
I know I need to start playing with the mic pause, right? Because I was like, I'm sorry.
Here we go.
It's Sunday. I just needed to say something. Like.
It's been a while since the last time we've spoken.
Yes, it's been like 3 years.
Yes, I saw you was out in LA for a long time. I seen you was doing like a whole body transformation for a little bit.
Yep.
Talk to me about what you've been going through. Let's catch up. Talk. What's up?
I just been revamping. Like every month I want to revamp, and if it's not always looks, but it's just always of like my hustle. It's always about like how I'm studying. And then, of course, what I look like, too. I just chopped all my hair off. So, like, you know, I was trying something, but I'm about to probably put a wig on.
Now, I was told as a young kid, when a girl cuts her hair, she's going through something.
Oh, I was going through something. I was going through not wanting to be the old me anymore. I literally felt like when I cut my hair, I felt like all the weight dropping to the floor. I was just tired of procrastinating. I was tired of, like, getting the same results and me thinking I was doing something different. So it was just time for like a change. And the first thing girls do is cut their hair. It's not always a bad relationship. It's not always a bad friendship. It was just me wanting to better myself. And it's hair. My hair grows back.
It goes back, yeah. You'll be all right. So what spawned the change? You said you would like to change every month, but was there a key moment where you're like, listen, this isn't working, and now you self-reflected and looked inside of yourself to figure out what was needed to be changed? Like, what was the moment?
The moment was when my daughter came to me and she told me that she wanted a certain type of house. And I was a little upset because at the moment, like, I know I can work towards it because I always get what I want. But I couldn't get it at the moment. And it just kind of made me go back to my childhood of when I wanted stuff from my mother. And I know my mother really wanted to do it, but she just couldn't do it. And I was like, I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to give to my child, not like, getting her chains or getting her new clothes and stuff. But I want to give her security. I want to give her assets. And it was just time that I was like, yo, what am I doing? Like, a lot of people know who SigDaTrig is. A lot of people have relationships with her. But I want my success to really speak. I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to like do interviews and it be like, what are you doing? What's next? I want people to already know and be like, how did you do that? When did this start? Like, who did you link with? Like, it is more of that I want right now.
Listen, I'm going to share this, and I haven't shared this with anybody besides my wife. We're house hunting now. It's been a process. It's long. It's arduous. It's tiring. But what made me want to get a house bad is when we went to the very first house we went to look at. My daughter was like, Daddy, I love this house. I want to, and she, mind you, she's 2 years old. She's like, I love it, Daddy. Oh my God, she's running through the grass. I said, all right, listen, I looked at the realtor. I was like, listen, by any means necessary, I need a house for my daughter. Yo. Like, and as you go older, as a man and as adults, as women, you it's no longer about me. And so I want to make sure, like you said, she's raised with security. She feels comfortable. And all the things that I was afforded, I want her that and then some. So I fully, totally understand where you're coming from with that. And from my heart to your family, I pray you get the house that you want. Because trust me, I know going through it right now, every house is like, oh my God, this is the one.
And
then
it's not.
You don't get it, you're like,
and you know what's the thing with houses too, especially when you come in with kids, you have to look at not just the environment, but the school system. You have to look at the nighttime. You have to. It's so much stuff that is like when you come in for yourself, and
we figure it out.
Yeah, but with the kid, you just like,
it's got to be planned out.
Oh my God, this shit got to be perfect. It's like, oh my God, this is the perfect house. It looks beautiful, nice neighborhood, but the school system. And then my daughter is so smart.
I remember her when she came here that day.
Now she's reading.
Even worse.
Do you know that she started Power with me, the book? She's 8.
Reading?
Yes. I'm about to start recording, showing her. Like, I'm telling you, my daughter is like out of this world. She's going to be the president of the United States.
Amen. I love it.
Yeah, so it's like with her, I don't want you know when a child or a person period is too smart, they get bored easily.
Yes.
And when they get bored easily, they start doing things that they're not supposed to do. Maybe end up in jail. Maybe end up with a bad relationship, bad friends. So that's why that matters with the schooling.
Yes.
With the people that's running the city, with all of that stuff. Because like me, I'm intact with the community. So I go out. I don't always post and talk about it like that because I'm really about like being
action.
for my community, action and stuff. So I like to see who's behind the community, who's like what's new with what they're doing, how are we gonna make things better, and how can I like partake in that. But you know, when you move somewhere different, you don't really know nothing. So that's why it makes it harder finding a house, because I know damn well I don't want to be in New York, probably Jersey. I don't want to be in Jersey. I want to be like, I see myself being in like Massachusetts, like somewhere that like no one knows. And I have an apartment in a place like this.
This is no slight to anyone that's from New York City or raising kids in New York City, but that's not my first choice to raise my son and my daughter. Like I want a backyard. I want grass. I want them to run.
I want to smell good. It's stinking. It's dirty.
That's just me personally. With all this transformation going on around you, what's the music sound like now?
Okay, so I'm super excited. I'm working on right now. I'm actually like venting in my music. I have this new project that I'm about to drop. I just did this Bangle with Bangladesh.
Okay, I haven't heard that name in a while. Okay, Bangladesh.
Yes, I was super excited. So I did this Bangle with him, and then I started working with a couple of other producers. This one producer called Saucy, this other one called Eastwood, and Malanta. And it's bringing out another side of me that I think that I kind of wanted to hide, because I like to be looked at, you know, as I always say, classy. And but the hood is coming out a little bit, and then it's gonna lead into, I'm trying to tuck her. You know why? Because my temper is still really short. So even though I don't show it, you're gonna see real quick and be like, oh shit, where the fuck that came from? Where the freak that came from?
No, you good. You good, girl. You good.
My album is definitely gonna be, you know, my name is Tatia Lavia Campos, and my real initials is TLC. So I'm definitely going to like bring out Tatia in my album. Okay. So you're gonna know about the family. You're gonna know about the F-ups. You're gonna know about how does she know all these people, and you know, all the questions that people ask about me. You're gonna know in this, because you're gonna understand that it's a choice. It's not more so what's not working for me, and that's what people gotta really understand. It's a choice of certain deals, certain relationships, certain business that I want to intake with. And also some people, I just meet them because I just like them as a friend, and people make it seem like that's just weird. Like I can have friends and I work with them. Yes. I'm allowed to have friends. And I feel like your reflection is your standards. And a lot of people, you know, don't have standards in this business.
That's a bar right there.
That's another thing. Like your reflection is your standards. Your standards is consistency. And that's what makes me different from a lot of people, because I'm not afraid to look a certain way. I'm not afraid to say no. I'm afraid not to do what I want to do and actually succeed the way I want to succeed, not the way of, well, do this because this is what everyone else is doing and this is what's going to make you get to this level. No, I don't want to do that.
That brings me to my next question, because being an artist from New York, have you, and the drill scene that's going on, have you decided or wanted to hop into the drill scene?
I did a couple of songs. I have a drill record right now with it's not out yet. We're about to put it out.
Because I was like, I haven't heard that one yet. I haven't heard you on a drill beat yet.
You know what? A lot of people love me in drill. I haven't put it out yet. I have one song that's out actually on my iTunes. That's a drill record. But I have this drill record. It's called Did That. It's with Bino. He's from Foreign Side. Gino from Foreign Side, and K Goddess.
Shout out to K Goddess.
Yeah. So it's dope as hell. And we just about to do the visual, and we're going to put it out for the top of the year. But, you know, drill is not mainly my scene because, again, me really being from the streets, I know, like, the definition. That's like me being a gang member. Like, it's rules to that. So I'm not going to just be calling out blood and Crip. Like, I'm not doing drill music because I'm not drilling. You understand? Like I'm not really drilling, so what am I really talking about? Like, it's things that I could talk about what I did or what I see, but that's not me. That's sort of like being a 6ix9ine. Like, so it's mainly what I want to do is what I do, which is I motivate through my music. I show that, I'm a boss chick. I'm a prima donna. I basically like do this, making it look good and being a mother. And not only to my child, but to people who look up to me, because I have kids that look up to me. I have adults that look up to me. And I just want to make sure I set a great example.
It's not easy being a mom in regular life, like a 9-to-5 person. And then to be an artist and to be a mom, it must be strenuous on you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been 8 years. I've been a mom for 8 years. And, I start my tour again January 28th.
How many dates on the tour?
Right now we have 4.
Okay.
And we're still building up. But we started in Atlanta. And every time I'm on the road, like, I've been home for only 2 weeks. Before that, I was in Atlanta because I've been working with Bangladesh. Mm-hmm. I'm working on an EP. And then I have some other people. Shout out to my manager, Roland Dixon.
Can I ask a question? If it's too personal, too private, you don't have to answer. Now, when you're away, does your daughter travel with you? How often is the communication going with that?
So she travels sometimes, but I don't really bring her with me because I got to get to work. Mm-hmm. I'm not at a position yet that like I can like give her the attention she needs while I'm on the road. But I'm always on FaceTime with her. I'm still doing like homework. I'm still doing everything through FaceTime. Yeah, with her. Amen. And I let her know everything I'm doing. And she's one of the ears of my music.
Really?
Yeah. So what I do is if it don't move her, I'm not putting it out. And nice. I just send her the clean version and I have her like listen to it because my daughter has an ear for music.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she has a very, very good ear of music. I mean, me and her dad is a drummer. I mean, he plays ball too, but he's a drummer. And, her grandfather plays the piano. Everyone's in music in my family on both sides.
What is some advice you would give to her that you wish someone would have gave to you coming into the music industry? Not to say that she's going into the music industry, just.
So this is advice I give her every day. I actually gave her advice before I left. Keep going. It's going to be people that's going to tell you. And sometimes it's people closest to you. It could be a husband. It could be a wife.
It could be your moms.
It could be a mom. It could be a kid sometimes. Mm-hmm. People's going to not see your vision. They're not supposed to.
Yeah, it's your vision.
You have to push through. You have to have standards, which is going to bring consistency, which is going to bring you to coming to your goal. You have to block everybody out. I get all the time, Sig, why you not here? Where's the music at? Where's this? Why you not signed yet? Da-da-da-da. And that gets discouraging.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? It gets to a point that is like you don't want to keep hearing that. But at the same time, everybody's going to get their answer real soon. And I don't have to talk. You're just going to see it. Because I'm focused. I'm on a mission. And what I'm trying to do, what I'm doing right now is never been done. And if it has, there's only a couple of greats that did it. And I say a couple. So people is not going to understand it because people is used to routine. And their routine is what everybody else do, and it's still what they're not noticing. It don't work for everybody.
Yeah.
That's why you don't have a lot of multimillionaires. That's why you don't have a lot of billionaires. That's why you don't have 1 trillionaire. So what I'm doing is not gonna look recognizable to people that's doing certain things, but they're gonna be quick. Well, I'm doing this, so this is. But you're just a millionaire, and that's not what I'm trying to be. So at the same time, I walk to success is not the same. My success is doing it my way. There's a lot of people that's on that had to do stuff they didn't want to do. And that's why I'm saying, oh, you don't know what I've been through. I'm going to show y'all what I've been through. And I'm going to show, and y'all going to just know and be able to talk for me because y'all going to see, yo, I turned this down. I didn't go this route. I didn't do this because it wasn't me. And I'm a Leo. You're going to be able to see everything, what I'm feeling. I can't hide it. So it's better off that I be myself.
The New York female hip hop scene is, to me, very, I don't want to say hot right now because that would maybe give it too much.
No, it is. It's hot, and I'm proud of all the girls coming out. The girls
coming out of New York right now have some fire with them.
We killing.
Do you have some favorites with you?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna answer like this. I don't have nobody that's kind of not a favorite right now. Like I'm messing with everybody. I'm actually jamming to everybody right now because everyone's giving something different.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting something different. You know what someone told me? What makes it great is someone that redo somebody from many, many decades ago. right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Michael Jackson, who did a couple of people over. Everyone knows James Brown, but I don't know what the guy named for who did the moonwalk first. I don't remember his name, but look at Michael now. He made it his own, right? You got, okay, I don't want to start no trouble, but so I ain't even gonna get into it. But I'm gonna just say with me, I would say I'm more of the new Vanity / Madonna. That's how I'm coming in right now.
Okay.
You know, like, so it's more so of like I'm doing it my way. I could get real sexy, but very classy. But I'm a give you boss chick. And everybody that's like coming out right now out of New York is, I just see a new version of older people, but they killing it and making it their way. Like, so it's like I can't really pick one right now. Like, gotcha. I just like everybody right now. Like, I'm still on this like all female tape. Like, I'm still on it. Whoever's open, let's do it.
I can point you in the direction. Y'all let me host it because it's definitely enough female artists in New York City that tape would definitely be rocking.
I feel like,
shout to K Goddess, shout to Dream Doll, shout to
Lola Brooks.
Lola Brooks, she was just up here.
Yeah,
who's the one that does the Jamaican music? Celebrity.
No, shout out to all of y'all that's in New York right now killing. I be so hyped when I go to different states and I be like, yo, I'm from New York and I'm a New York female. Ain't nobody saying, like, once I say that, even coming out, it's like, it's a certain respect now that we're getting compared to what we was getting 5 years ago. It's like, oh, what you sound like Nicki Minaj or what you sound like? Nah, everyone got their own sound right now. Everyone's killing. And let's get this money.
Now, what's on the horizon? Because not just musically, you're doing a lot of different stuff outside of the music realm. Like I said, the transformation. Are you into podcasting? What are some of the things you're doing outside of music?
Yeah, so I have a podcast. My brother was supposed to be here. I have a podcast. His name is Jiggy. And our podcast is called The Jig Is Up.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we're gonna definitely be talking about everything on there. It's gonna be a mixture of, you know, motivation, but sex, street, hood, rumors.
All right.
You know, in the not just rumors, but shit that we really, really know because we outside. So, and clearing stuff up, and also, you know, I'm also a person that people feel comfortable talking to me. Like, I have a warm vibe, so like I may, you know, I'm gonna get some interviews that probably some other people is giving them a hard time.
Nice.
So, you know, grab. So I have that. I got a musical I'm working on. It's called Red Sig.
Okay.
So the musical, I'm super excited about it because I've been pushing this character for like 5 years. I created her, and she's an X-Men, and she's Mystique little sister.
Okay.
So instead of being blue, she red, and her superpowers is she's an assassin, but she's also like a beast of music. And when she gets very angry, there's no stopping her. She like the apocalypse. Like she's stronger than her.
Okay. All right. And how long have you been thinking about putting this together?
I've been thinking for 5 years. For 5 years, I've been putting her together. She already got the artwork. She already been kind of posting and showing, little by little, like through like songs and covers. Like I had a cover of the Red Sig. I pulled it down. It was an EP. I had Traded Truth on it, Too Short on it.
I think I seen that the other day, right?
Yeah.
That was recently you posted that.
No. I posted it recently, but I had it out. I put it out a few years ago, but I pulled it off of all streaming platforms because I wanted to turn it into a musical.
Maybe it was a while ago, and I was just going back on your page to do research. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's a dope character. She's you know, I'm really excited about her. So I'm about to bring her to life, and you know, it's gonna be a musical of about 8 songs. I'm also working on, you know, my documentary. It's going. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna make it just a regular documentary or docuseries, because I have different parts of my life, and there's a lot of stuff.
So let's get into parts of your life before you give it away for on in Netflix and everything else. Like, what are some of the parts of your life that you think people are interested in?
I'm definitely going down Dame Dash Studios before Netflix. We got to support our people.
My bad. Now, what about your story do you which part of your story or in your life that you think that people will be most intrigued about?
My upbringing. My mother, she had me at 15. Mm-hmm. She raised me by herself. My father was kind of in and out of my life. The times that he was in my life, he basically taught me the entertainment business. The craziest thing, I'm about to share something with you. This just recently happened to me a few weeks ago. So I'm on Amazon Prime, right? Mm-hmm. Mind you, I ain't seen my father since I was 6 months pregnant. Before that, 7 years. He's literally like that in and out of my life, right? So I didn't know where he was at. I go to Amazon Prime a few weeks ago. Who the freak pop up in my TV?
Your dad.
My father. Acting.
Doing what?
In a movie, and he wrote it too. And the movie is called Fathers of Lies. I'm giving him free promo right now. Crazy because I don't get child support or whatever. Do what you want to do. But the crazy thing is, I haven't seen this man. He never met my daughter, and I put on Amazon Prime.
And he
pulls up acting, and he wrote and directed the movie.
Did you reach out to him?
I don't know how to. And I had to pay $2 to watch it, so I had to pay to see it.
So you definitely watched it?
I watched it.
How was it?
It was trash.
Damn.
It was trash. I'm not even just saying, I promise I'm not just saying that. It's called Fathers of Lies. He had the audacity to name it that too. But the crazy thing is, I'm watching it, and I'm like, am I high or something right now? I thought I was bugging. I was like, am I high or something? But seriously, it was him. And I was like, that's the craziest thing. So it's like, I have real life stuff in my life that people wouldn't know. I have a lot of relationships that I have that I don't talk about, that like, until I'm not one of those people that boast. And I learned that in this entertainment business, that gets you far. If you talk about who you know, if you talk about who you've been around. And I said, damn, maybe if I would have been did that.
Maybe.
But so you know what?
Sometimes boasting is necessary to remind niggas who the fuck you are for real sometimes.
I love to show in person. I like to see people's faces. Like, sometimes I know a person be like, yo, I'm going to introduce you, and da-da-da. And then I wait until I go in front, and they'll be like, oh, shit, Sig, or Tatia, how they know me. And they'll be like, why you ain't tell me you knew them? I'm like, I just wanted to see. I don't like really talking about it because I don't know how they came to you about me. Sometimes you never know how people talk about you, and you could think you got a great relationship with them, and a person could be jealous of you. They could have more than I've been through so many situations that people have more than me and been jealous of me because my mind is so wealthy. I just haven't seen it yet. It haven't came yet.
It's coming.
But my mind is so wealthy that people don't understand, yo, how you think like that? How do you meet these certain people? And I keep going back to, I wrote this down. I keep going back to this. And this is a quote from Tony Robbins. Look in the mirror and identify yourself in a new way that makes standards. And that's very, very big to me because I like to become who I am through me, not through other people. And I feel like boasting about other people, that's their life. And I'm building them up. But I'm Tatia. I'm signature. I'm the signature. I need to show you can't do nothing without a signature. And how can I say that when I'm talking about getting big through somebody else?
Well, Tatia, thank you for coming. I think we learned a lot about you today. This is our second interview, and I've learned a little bit about you. I think you have a story, and I'm excited to see you tell your story. I'm excited to see you blossom through these new transformations. I think that that God's got a plan for you. Like you said, the wealth in your mind will hit the wealth in your hand eventually. It's just going to take time. Yeah, and it takes a little longer when you're doing it your way. And that's all I'm showing people is that it's okay to want to do it your way. It's also okay to do it the way. But it's okay to do it your way. It's going to take a little longer. Sometimes it don't. Some people is blessed up and it happens quick. But listen, look at Michael Jackson's story. Look at Quincy Jones' story. Look at Prince's story. These are all greats. It didn't happen right away. They was doubted. They was made fun of. And to this day, Michael Jackson been gone for over a decade. My daughter is 8 years old, and she knows I was born
Thriller was brought out at 88, and we still dancing to that every Halloween.
My son's favorite artist today, my 6-year-old son, the one you've met, Zach,
Yeah.
his favorite artist is Michael Jackson.
That's my favorite artist.
He saw videos of me dancing to Michael Jackson. He was like, "Daddy, you knew Michael Jackson?" I was like, "Yes."
Look at Jermaine Dupri. Look at Carlton dancing Michael Jackson. Like, are you understanding it? So this is why I always say, I am the person that's going to show that I got the natural body. I'm in the gym. You understand? Like, you got to look a certain way to be in this entertainment business, so-called, right? But I'm showing that, listen, if you don't want to do it this way, beauty is going to, your beauty in the inside going to come out on the outside.
Amen.
You understand? It is going to come out regardless. So if you comfortable, that's why I love Lizzo.
I'm not saying Lizzo can't twerk. I'm not saying Lizzo shouldn't twerk or she shouldn't be half naked. I'm just saying I want the people around her to ask her to be a little more healthy. That's all.
I feel like she healthy, though. I'm going to be out. How tall is Lizzo?
I couldn't.
Exactly. Nah, you wildin'. Nah, he just said she's 6'6". That's tall, yo. I'm 5'3". That's tall. So that's what I'm saying.
So's Megan Thee Stallion. What are y'all talking about?
Megan Thee Stallion big too. Like she like she not. I'm not talking about fat big. I'm talking about tall. I feel like that's healthy for their size. I mean, Lizzo, I know she bigger, but the reason I feel Lizzo is healthy is because she happy, man. No, I'm just
She's almost 6 feet. She's 5'10".
Okay, so what should people be looking out for you in the future? What should they be listening to? How could they stream your music? Talk to them. How should they be a part of your wave, Sig?
All right, so go to my website, www.SigDaTrig.com. I want y'all to get all my music from my website, you know? Because y'all want to support me. I get all the money there. I don't got to split with iTunes. I don't got to split with So you want to really support me, get my music from www.SigDaTrig.com. If you want to go to Spotify and all that, it's still SigDaTrig too. You know, I still get a couple of cents. And yeah, also www.signaturekissmerch, spelled correctly.com. And
Signature Kiss, what is that about?
Signature Kiss merch.
What is that about?
Signature Kiss is my brand.
Oh.
So that's my clothing and makeup line.
I like that.
And it's to help kiss away poverty and insecurities amongst you.
She's positive, you heard?
I try to be, man. I came from a very negative space in my life. Like, you know, I really literally, like, you know how, like, people think about the hood and they be like, oh, you know, don't want to walk up that block, you get robbed, you get raped. Like, that really was happening in my hood. Like, I'm from 109th and Lex. And East Harlem, that's definitely Baby Compton, which I consider Compton, like, that's definitely Baby Compton. It's crazy even still right now. Yeah. And, like, you got 9-year-olds carrying and busting it. Like, so it's really crazy over there. And it's like I witnessed a lot of stuff growing up. So I always been the type of person that, like, I ain't saying I'm gonna be like a mayor. Who knows? I don't know. I be changing my mind a lot, but it's like I always wanted to, like, add to the community.
You're
like,
a community leader.
Yeah, like, but not only my community. Like, I've always been the person. Like, I was young watching Feed the Children and wanting to donate when I ain't have no money.
I couldn't watch some things with the flies in the eyes.
Like,
that hurt my heart too much. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, so it was just crazy because it's like I've always wanted to give back, and I feel like it goes back to, like, the type of artist I am. Like I feel like it's taking longer because of certain stuff I want to do, and I gotta build up. To it so that it could be believable to the people that I'm gonna need help from, because I'm gonna need help from this world.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, come a step closer to making a better world, because we probably not gonna make a better world, but just come a step closer, because our kids is the future. That's, like, after we gone and all this stuff that's happening right now, our kids gotta suffer behind it. Like, even going to the vaccination and stuff, like,
oh God,
with this vaccination, my daughter's 8 years old. They're talking about they got a vaccination from 5 to 11, but then you got a new Omarion. I'm just playing. Omicron. I'm just playing, y'all, but it's a serious matter. But you got a new version of the corona that they're saying that the vaccine only will cover it 40%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's like, what are we sticking up? Like, what are we sticking inside of us? And, you know, I'm not vaccinated. I'm definitely thinking about getting vaccinated, But I feel like the difference between vaccinations back in the day to now is that they don't know what they're giving us. So it's like I never looked up like, oh, what's this vaccine I'm getting every year when my mother took me for a physical or whatever. Even if it wasn't every year is when I got vaccinations, but like they knew about it. Like even going down to like HPV and stuff, like they knew about these vaccines. They learning through us. They using humans as like lab rats right now. And it's scary, and you know we have like people like me also. Like my immune system is great. Like it can fight off a lot of stuff. I rarely get sick.
My mom's in her 70s, late 70s, almost 80. She's not taking the shot. She has no want to take a shot. She hasn't been sick not once.
I was told
she eats greens, drinks water,
sea moss,
and none of that. No, greens, fish, and water. My mom pees 17 times a day. Yeah. She's the healthiest thing on this planet, I promise you.
Yeah.
She's not worried about your vaccination. She's not worried about your pills. She's good.
And you know what's crazy? I went to Miami. Shout out to Mom. I went to Miami like 3 weeks ago, and no, I'm lying. Like in October, not 3 weeks ago. I went in October, and when I came back, they told me I was positive, right?
How'd you feel?
I ain't feel nothing. I ain't have no symptoms. I ain't have nothing. I ain't gonna lie, when I was in Miami though, I was real scared because they didn't really like.
Don't give a fuck out in Miami.
Yo, the servers was coming to me like with no mask, like, and I was like, bro, where you? I'm like, yo, we from New York, like we need some masks or something.
I was
like,
in Puerto Rico with my mask on. People like,
right.
What you doing? I said, okay.
But it was crazy because when I was in Miami, I woke up like 2 days like wet, like my body was wet, right? Sweaty. But I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it was because I was probably going through a symptom or because I was in a penthouse that the sun was, I promise you, yo, I'm not even lying. I was in a penthouse that the sun was just shining. There was no curtains. So I didn't know, and it was hot as hell. So I didn't know if it was that, but I didn't have no cough. I didn't have like no breathing, none of that. I had my taste bugs, everything. So when I came back, they told me I was positive, right? So 3 days later, I took another test, and it came back negative. But they put me on a list. Mm-hmm. Whatever that list is, they put me on a list. And they was calling me and like, who's everybody you was around? Where did you go? We got to call, da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, I was around Trump. I was around all of them. But it was crazy because I could literally tell them anything. And they could, and then I said, so how am I positive this day, but 3 days later I'm negative? They was like, oh, we really don't know. Sometimes that can happen. How am I supposed to feel comfortable to take the vaccination if you don't even know what the hell going on?
Nobody knows nothing, and we're just out here blindly taking things that we're supposed to trust. And I'm not telling anybody to live any kind of way. I'm just telling you, me personally, like
grow your food,
like the iPhone, like the PlayStations. The first couple of ones always have glitches in them. I'm waiting for the next one. That's just me personally. So when the next one come out, I may want to take
and then
that
you know they got the pill that it got is HIV medicine, but it's mad weird. Like I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about? But overall, I hope everybody stays safe. I hope everybody
Amen.
like stay masked up. Make sure y'all eating y'all greens, drinking y'all waters, drinking y'all tea, and just like. If you see anybody that's looking sick, stay away from them for a little while. Stay away from them. Like, people, we want to come around them, and we out, like, smoke with them, drink with them. It's like, bro.
I haven't passed a blunt in about 3 years. That's it. All blunts go to me and me only. I don't sight with y'all. What are you talking about?
Right.
No. Sorry. Anyways,
but Sig. Yeah, you can follow me everywhere, SigDaTrig. Make sure y'all streaming my single with Jim Jones called Habits. My other single, R&D, featuring iRock. And yeah, I got more music coming. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I have a lot of stuff coming up.
Slowly and silently, Sig is going to kill y'all with this music. I promise you. If she's telling you she's got stuff on the way, she's definitely got stuff on the way. Sig, I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and thank you for always believing in me. Because, you know, people wait until you get to a certain level. And I'm telling you, where I'm going in life, like, remember, like, y'all know how people, like, that's why I love Kanye West. Like, I'm literally like a female version of Kanye. We have the same mentor. Dame Dash talks to me. I promise y'all, that's all my daughter. The same stuff he be talking to Kanye with, he talks to me about, except I don't got Kanye money yet. And I say yet because Kanye used to not have that money.
Mm-hmm.
And now look at where he at. Look at his success. Look at I'm a prime example of ignoring people of what the hell they say or how they think my success is supposed to be. I am really gonna surprise a lot of people, and I promise I'm not gonna forget the people that was like. I promise you, I'm not gonna forget the people that looked out for me, because you don't have to see my vision, but I'm telling you that vision about to come to life.
Listen, for people like me, we just want to see you keep going.
Thank you.
It. You don't got to come back and tell me, oh, thank you, EmEz, or here's the... Nah, me watching you from afar make your dream come true is enough for me, because I've seen plenty of people come in that seat and tell me they're going to make their dreams happen, and it doesn't happen. And
I've been doing it, though.
Yeah, I've had other people that sit in that seat and told me exactly what's going to happen, and it happens. And I'm like, I'm proud of you.
Thank
you.
I
think you fall into that same thing. Like, I can't wait to the day where I'm sitting on TV and I'm like, look at my girl. So
getting my Grammys and my Oscars.
I'm proud of you, super proud of you, and I'm always going to support. Thank you again for coming through, sir.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, support my girl's signature, you heard? So sit down and we out of here. Come and catch the vibe. Welcome to Easy Weekend.
It's Easy Weekends.
Cats can't see me.